Hey y'all, hey, welcome to Luxnote Digital, where it's okay to become addicted to bossing, lifestyle, productivity, and of course, a digital planet. So go ahead and clutch your pearls. Let's talk money. Can a single person survive in today's economy? Why I've become an entrepreneur. So let's hop into it and break down the bottom line. So, in today's low budgeting scenario, we're working off of an hourly rate of $15.38. Okay, so let's hop into a finance statement, which comes within the Luxnote digital planner. You have 12 months to record a monthly budget. Okay, so let's hop into it. I have some bare minimum cost of living expenses already jot down in our budgeting scenario. Okay, so let's just say based on the numbers. Okay, so the average in Florida, according to apartment list, okay, the average in Florida for a one-bedroom home is $1,404, okay? But in our budget scenario, I listed, just say you go a little bit below that, right? Of $1,385 for your rental income, okay? We have a utility breakdown of lights, water, and phone, not even including internet service, right, of $250, okay? Bare minimum living scenario here. Now, let's break down groceries and eating out. So let's just say you're a single person, okay, which $25, let's just budget $25 a day for the month for you to be able to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner, okay, which comes to a budget of $700, okay? Now, let's just say you have a vehicle, okay? Bare minimum living expenses. We're not even going to get into the car payment and car insurance yet. Bare minimum living expenses, okay? So let's just say that totals $40 a week for you to get back and forth to your hourly rate job, okay? $40 a week, that would total roughly around $160, okay? Now, let's just talk bare minimum household products, right? Your cleaning supplies, your laundry detergent, okay, toilet paper, toiletries, toilet tissue, okay? That would be roughly around $75, bare minimum living expense, okay? Now, let's talk about beauty and health. Let's just say you need to pick up some things from the store. Let's just say we can't even get our hair done in this bare minimum living expense, okay? You can't get your nails done. You can't get your hair done. Bare minimum toiletries, beauty and health, $50 budget, okay? And we can't even buy clothes or entertainment at this point, okay? So those expenses would total roughly around $2,620, okay? Now, according to the Experian report, as of the first quarter of 2024, the average car payment is roughly around $735, okay? And according to the Market Watch, okay, the average minimum liability car insurance, okay, is roughly around $134, okay? And full coverage is roughly around $316. But again, we're working off of a bare minimum budget, right? So let's just say that you don't need full coverage, okay? So let's just say that would total around $134. And you know what? I made a slight mistake. So let's just say car insurance is bare minimum would be the $134, right? because you wouldn't have, you would not have full coverage. Okay, so let me get out my calculator and change these numbers for this scenario of what I want to break down to you guys. So let me do that over really quick. 250, 700. Okay, so let's just say 1385, 700, 250, 160, 75, 50, and 134. That would give me a new total, okay, of 2754, right? Now, let's just say you did have full coverage. And what was the numbers on Market Watch? 316 for full coverage. If you had a car payment, you would definitely need full coverage, okay? So that would be a total of 735 plus 316 plus 42. Okay, so that would give me $1,093, right? If you did have a car payment, okay? So if you did not have a car payment, the average limited liability insurance would be roughly around estimated $134. So then that would bring my expenses minus this car payment if we had a car payment. So this expense would be roughly around $2,754 right there. Okay, we're not even talking car payment. Okay, and we're not even talking, well, yeah, let's add life insurance to that as well at the top. So life insurance would be roughly around $42, right? And I got the life insurance according to Market Watch, okay? A woman will spend roughly around $42 and a man will spend roughly around $50, okay? So now that is going to take our number to a different number. So 2,754 plus life insurance, right, would give us an estimated total of $3,889. Now, I'm going to do this math one more time just to make sure that my numbers are correct. Uh-oh, y'all, I think I forgot a number. Hold on. Bear with me, because we're going to get to the bottom line. $50, $134, and $42. Uh-oh, what I did wrong. Okay, 1,385, 250, 700, 160, 75, 50, 134, and $42. Okay, so my numbers was actually wrong. That is $2,796. This is why I like to make sure. $160, 75, 50, 134, and $42. 1796. Okay, so now we're going to take our life insurance off from this section because we're not going to need it. We just put it at the top. Okay, so 735 plus 316 gives me a total of $1,051. Okay, so that would be the difference if you had a car payment with full coverage versus a car that's already paid off, just limited liability. Okay, so we're going to work, and then this number will change, because let's just say I'm working off of bare minimum. Okay, I do not have a car payment, 2796. Okay, so let's just say I do not have a car payment with full coverage insurance. Okay, so my estimated budget would be $2,796. Okay, and I'm also living cheaper than what apartment list for a 1-bedroom apartment. Now, let's get into the income. Okay, so our income would be an estimated income. Okay, so I use this. Okay, so let's just hop right into it, y'all. Let me tell you a little bit about my background. So I have a paralegal degree. Okay, and I'm also a seasonal licensed tax preparer. Okay, and I actually used to make $15.38 on my last job that I left in March. Okay, so this is an actual factual breakdown of what someone in Florida can earn. Okay, but let me tell you something. That was not doing paralegal work or tax prep work. Okay, that was actually a full-time corporate job. Okay, so in the state of Florida, the average person working in retail or customer service, okay, is between $11 and $15. Okay, retail or customer service. Okay, so that was my last job that I left in March, $15.38. Now, this job was like a daily, job, right? Where they would call you, they didn't guarantee that you will work 5 days a week. You had to call in every single day for your schedule. Okay, so I put the most, right? But the least I worked was at least 3 days. They would put me on that schedule. Okay, so I'm using somewhat of a real scenario, but not real numbers here. Okay, so this income is an actual factual job that I actually had, you all. Okay, working for $15.38. Remind you, you would have to call in every single day for your schedule and would hope that you would get 5 days a week. Okay, but I put the most. Okay, so let's just say I work, and you never really worked 8 hours. The shifts was always like 6 hours. Okay, so a 6-hour shift times 4 days a week gives me a total of $369.12. Now, as of 2022, Medicare tax is about 1.45%. So that's about roughly $5.35 out of that paycheck. Okay, Social Security tax is about 6.2%. So that's roughly around $22.89 out of that paycheck. Okay, so now let's break down the numbers. Working those 4 days a week at 6 hours a day. Okay, after taxes, you would bring in roughly around $340.88 a week. Okay, hoping that you actually hit 4 days, because I never really worked at that particular job. Some weeks I would work 4 days, but some weeks they would only put me on the schedule for roughly around 3 days. Okay, so I just put this on a high end. Okay, so that means that I would have an estimated income for that one job, okay, at $1,363.52. You can look right there. That's just barely making the rental income, right? barely making the rental income, the rental expense of $1,385. Okay, so let's move forward. Now, let's say I wanted to start an emergency fund or vehicle maintenance. It doesn't even look like within this budget that I can do that. So there's no numbers there for savings. Okay, now let's move into actual bill expenses, breaking down the utilities, the lights, the water, and your phone. Bare minimum, right? So if my rent each month is $1,385, okay? This is an actual light bill for a single person. I use my actual light bill, $96.79. I used for this scenario my actual water and phone bill, okay? $30 for water and another $60 for a prepaid Boost Mobile cell phone, okay? So we're not even talking Verizon or AT&T. Let's just say prepaid, because you're living off of a low income budget, bare minimum cost of living. Well, that alone gives me a total of $1,571.79. I didn't even get to factor in groceries, gas, household products, beauty, and health. Okay? We can't even talk about that in this budget. So already, just off of what this employer is offering me, I'm already $208.27 in the hole in today's economy, what has been offered of an hourly rate of $15.38 and not even working 40 hours a week. Okay, so I say that all to say that this is why I've become an entrepreneur, and I tapped in to what I went to school for and what I like to do best. I'm all about turning your passion into profit. Okay, so this is somewhat a fake but real scenario. Okay, so this is why I decided to turn my passion into profit, because someone just looking at this budget, okay, bare minimum lifestyle here, bare minimum, you can't get your hair done, you can't get your nails done, you can't even go out really for entertainment. And to be honest with you, $25 a day to eat is also bare minimum with breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So let's not even talk about if you had a child, if you had a dependent or a family. There's no way that someone can survive in today's economy. Okay, so I say that to say, you guys, I hope you enjoyed our Let's Talk Money session, okay? Because we are all about bossing up financially, physically, spiritually, and mentally, okay? To get to the bottom line and increase your revenue. So this is the reason why I've become an entrepreneur, because Lord knows I don't even know how I was able to make it if it was not, because it took me a long time. Like in my particular field, the lawyers wouldn't even hire me because I didn't have in-office experience. And I graduated from paralegal school almost 10 years ago, and I just could not get a job in that sector. So I decided to hold myself out as a document preparer to supplement income. Okay, and that was the best thing that I've ever could have done for myself. So I've helped people file for divorces. I'm into the entertainment. I thought I was going to be this big time entertainment paralegal, right? So I've submitted paperwork for different artists to get their own copyrights and trademarks. That is my thing. Copyright and trademarks, right? Intellectual property paralegal. So if it was not for me tapping into those avenues on my own, there's no way I would have been able to survive. My daughter is 20 now, so I didn't even factor that into this budget, right? So y'all, turn your passion into profit, okay? I hope you guys enjoyed this Let's Talk Money series. I may be adding it to the channel, giving you guys different scenarios in facts, okay? So I hope you all appreciate it. Don't forget to leave your girl some engagement, like, comment, and subscribe. Until our next video upload, I will catch all my digital babes later. Toodles.